Okay, again. I should search the gravesite for anything potentially incriminating. Gravesites should be this, right? This is so insane. Find. So I will be able to sell it like in half price, or maybe even more, and it's going to be around 1,500, which not everybody can afford in this city even. I should use it for now. Caliban's Grim Retort. Sheesh. Was it supposed to be behind that statue, or it just fell there? I'm just thinking, was it hidden on purpose like this, or it's been in clear sight before and just fallen off? My intuition tells me that I'm looking for a corpse, probably because it happened to me a long time ago. But I wish it was more specific. Have I made another circle yet? Oh, and I could go into arena. It will be so overpowered right now with this mace. Do I really need to look this up? I don't want to. Wait. Okay. The same damage basically on physical. I've looked so thoroughly here. Just can't be here. It's not even the right name. Helena Rotona. And we have here Trenchus, Lord Belirus Trenchus. Why are we in this script exactly? Logos Trenchus. There any Trenchus here? Nice. Todd. What should I do, Todd?
What is it, sir? If you... Move along.
The worst thing would be if it's actually a bug. But it's probably just me not seeing things.
Remember, trespassing in the Imperial...
My name is Methrodale. I've come to the Imperial City to make my fortunes. I think I'll do just fine. I'm a natural. Finders keepers, right? And I'm a pretty good finder. The King and Queen Tavern isn't a bad place to stay if you're visiting the city. Yes. That's really funny. You win this one.
Oh.
Don't... So you say. Where'd you get that? I can't... I doubt it. I won't find... Not now. That never... That's great. How's it go again? Oh, that's great. That's really too much. I won't fight you. Not now. That's pretty far-fetched. I doubt. Not. I won't. I like that a lot.
Oh, nice. New level.
Don't wait. I can't. I doubt it. Not now. I doubt. That's enough. Bye.
Where do I find this corpse? I'm assuming it's a corpse somewhere, but it might be something else. It's so funny, I found this incredibly pricey ebony mace, but haven't found a quest objective. I guess I will go to sleep. Level up. Like, come on, I've been everywhere here. Okay, let's make last circle. He also had a mysterious key on him, but might actually be just a key for mausoleum. Okay, give up for now. But just for now. Temple District, yeah, let's go to Arena. A free sleeping bag. Also could try my luck with this new mace.
Citizen.
Oh, hey there. Nice to make your acquaintance. Well, my name's not important, really. I'm a combatant in the arena, gladiator rank. Who is Gaiden Shinji? Are you serious? Gaiden Shinji was the first arena blade master. It was he who oversaw construction of the arena back in the First Era. The arena was his dream. To this day, an arena combatant lives by Shinji's credo. The best techniques are passed on by the survivors. To be the best, learn from the best. Ironically, Shinji himself was killed shortly after the arena was completed. Even he could not survive the 30-year siege of Orsinium. That's Owen. He is in charge of the arena, arranges the fights, trains combatants, that sort of thing. Been that way since Gaiden Shinji. That's Isabel. She's sort of the arena den mother. She handles the logistical stuff as well as the training of the Grand Champion. It's our home away from home, isn't it? I guess you could say the Blade Master and Battle Matron are our mother and father, huh? Farewell, my friend. May your blade always strike true. And first.
Stop talking already!
Yeah. Okay. Speed been easier at me this time. Could go for agility instead. But I will feel like I've missed an opportunity to get one more point here. You've done things the hard way, but without taking risks, taking responsibility or failure. How could you have understood? Game, come back to me.
Stop talking already! And who in Shinji's name might you be? Look, if you're a spectator, go upstairs and talk to the gatekeeper. This ain't no damned peep show. And, oh, I see. So you're an arena combatant. Well, isn't that nice? Now get out of my face!
Well met.
Oh, what's this? Oh no, athletics. The Ransom of Zarek, Part 1. Ooh, there's a lot. Wish time went on when I read, or any menu. Would be a nice time to, I mean, nice way to kill time.
I didn't come here to chat, Blue Team scum. Crawl home while you still can.
Stop talking or...
Who's this? Oh.
Yes, I'm the city's arena gatekeeper, but I'm not on duty now. If you want to bet on a fight, see me at the arena between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits. Take care. Well met.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, we'll come back here later. I need to sell stuff. Wait, actually... Let's sleep some more. Also, what's a yellow fighter doing there? I thought it was a room for blue team. Oh, I haven't been here.
Not bad. Good to hear. What's the news from the other party?
I've not read that yet. It's a shame there isn't more.
Were you able to stop Agomir?
Wait, what? Here's his shovel? Wait, what? They wanted me to... They said to find something incriminating. And I supposed to grab his shovel? Really? Wait.
You must hurry. We cannot let him do this horrible task any longer.
And why do I have this option? I don't have his shovel. I haven't...
We need one. Were you able to...
Wait. Okay, let's...
I offer the
sell
finest
him,
goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
This first. Oh, should I leave it for later? Yeah. I feel like his disposition will be better soon. Weight 0, dark shirt. Wait, mythic down hood weights 3? What? Fuck that, I will leave it in my stash then.
A pleasure to serve you. We need one more piece of evidence to make Agomir's guilt complete.
A shovel. Are you serious? Must be something else.
Can I help you?
Hail.
Maybe some other storage for stolen goods. Wait, what? Wow. I guess I did it on accident. Nice. Your stained fingers attest to your diligence in mixing potions and learning their secrets. You are now journeyman of alchemy. All potions ingredients or all potion ingredients have 4 potential effects. You can now automatically identify the first 3 effects. Nice. Still nothing combines with this cap. Wait, restore health? Wow. Alright. It's funny. Toadstool looks completely poisonous, but there is no bad effects. Fortify personality.
Were you able to stop Agamir?
No.
You must hurry. We cannot let him do this horrible task any longer. Can I interest you in some of my... You don't expect... You got a great... We need one more piece.
Okay, let's try to... grabbing his shovel. If this is the case, I will be angry. Oh, come on. I've acquired Agarmir's shovel, still damp with the fresh earth of the open grave. Yeah, you can determine fucking open grave earth and other earth very easily. This is the final bit of proof I need of Agarmir's crimes. I should bring it back to Thorinir. A final. Infuriating.
All visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to keep their voices down, especially...
How are you?
Were you able to stop Agomir? Then we can at last rest. I feared had he somehow bested you, I'd be next. It is fortunate that your skills exceeded his. I've come to some decisions. I intend to donate all of the money I have made, as well as what is left of these stolen items, to the temple. I also want you to know that I had a long discussion with Jensine, and I have decided to join the society. I realize you risked your life to give me a chance, and Thorinir never forgets things like that. Accept this ring as a humble reward.
All right.
It's the least I can do to say thank you. Now, don't be a stranger. The copious coin purse is still in business. I have disposed of all my ill-gotten merchandise and replaced it with more expensive but carefully obtained items. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something
No,
to
you
suit
didn't. Imperial Bridge is still here. Nothing changed. Huh, disposition is still the same. That's funny.
Take your time. I offer the finest goods and low.
Wait.
You've made a good bit of gold.
That's good. Now I can buy a house if I want, though it's so far away that it's just... what's the point even?
That seems a fair price. A pleasure to serve you. You've shown me mercy. I won't forget that. Thank you.
Oh, and this merchant council will should give me something too.
I have been anxiously awaiting your return. Well done! This shovel will certainly confirm Agromir's crimes. Along with the manifest, it should prove useful to the City Watch. In your absence, Thorinir visited, and we spoke at length about his role in this scheme. I believe him when he says he didn't know Agromir's sources. He told me of his intentions to donate all of the money and inventory to the local temple. He also agreed to buy and sell merchandise at fair prices. Last but not least, he's officially joined the society. I am taken aback by his honest intentions. In return, the society has decided not to press charges. His name will be absconded from the records of this crime. Now, I'm sure you are waiting to hear about your reward. The society thanks you for everything you have done. Please, take this gold.
Yeah, but why society of
Many
merchants
thanks
would
on behalf of
charge and
all
not,
of us.
Relatives of buried victims?
I'm mature enough to admit I was mistaken about Thorinir. He's a welcome member of our group in the Market District. There's Here's some fine light armor at the best defense. Talk to Mara Rufus. Can I interest you in some of my wares? It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Wait, this gave me something? I missed that.
Have pity on an old war veteran. That isn't fancy, but it fills you up.
They sure do sell food. Yep, you can buy food there.
Hello. Have you ever spent the night at the King and Queen Tavern?
The King and Queen is a nice place. The Marillin. Street. Everyone well.
So I've heard.
Take care.
It is good to see you again. Have a look
He's
at
no
my
longer
wares. I'm sure there's
unkillable
something to
NPC.
suit you. That's a good deal. Thank you. Come again. Please, return soon.
Okay, let's read this book. Ransom of Zarek, Ancient Tales of the Dwemer, Part 1 by Morbar Sul. Where is this letter? Ulamil stood in her garden and read the letter her servant had brought to her. By bouquet of joss roses in her hand fell to the ground. For a moment it was as if all birds had ceased to sing and cloud had passed over the sky. Her carefully cultivated and structured haven seemed to flood over with the darkness. "They have thy son," it read. "We have thy son," it read. "We will be in touch with thee shortly with our ransom demands." Zarek had never made it as far as Akgon after all. One of the brigands on the road, orcs probably, or accused Dwemer must have seen his well-appointed carriage and taken him hostage. Jalamil, no, it was Jalamil, clutched at post for support, wondering if her boy had been hurt. He was but a student, but not the sort of fight against a well-armed man. But had they beaten him? It was more than a mother's heart could bear to imagine. Don't tell me they sent the ransom note so quickly, called a family voice, and a familiar face appeared through the hedge. It was Zarek. Jalamil hurried to embrace her boy, tears running down her face. "What happened?" she cried. "I thought thou had been kidnapped." "I was," said Zarek. "3 huge soaring Nords attacked my carriage on the Brimborn Pass. Brothers, as I learned, named Mathays, Ulin, and Kurg. Though should have seen these men, Mother. Each one of them should have had trouble fitting through the front door. I can tell thee." "What happened?" Chalamil repeated. "Were thou rescued?" I thought about waiting for that, but I knew they'd send off a ransom note, and I know how thou does worry. So I remembered what my mentor at Agun always said about remaining calm, observing thy surroundings, and looking for thy opponent's weakness. Zarek grinned. It took a while though, because these fellows were truly monsters. And then when I listened to them bragging to one another, I realized that vanity was their weakness. "What did thou do?" "They had me chained at their camp in the woods not far from Kyle, on a high knoll overlooking a wide river. I heard one of them, Kurg, telling the others that it would take the better part of an hour to swim across the river and back. They were nodding in agreement when I spoke up. "I could swim that river and back in 30 minutes, I said. "Impossible," said Kurg. "I can swim faster than a little whelp like thee." So it was agreed that we could drive off the cliff, swim to the center island and return, and as we went to our respective rocks, Kurg took it upon himself to lecture me about all the fine points of swimming, the importance of synchronized movements of the arms and legs for maximum speed, how essential it was to breathe out after only 3rd or 4th stroke, not too often to slow thyself down, but not too often to lose one's air. I nodded and agreed to all his fine points. Then we drove off the cliffs. I made it to the island and back in a little over an hour, but Kurg never returned. He had dashed his brains at the rocks and at the base of the cliff. Had noticed the telltale undulations of underwater rocks, and had taken the diving rock on the right. "But thou returned?" asked Shalamil, astounded. Was that not even when thou escaped?" "It was too risky to escape then," said Zarek. "They could have easily caught me again, and I wasn't keen to be blamed for Kurg's disappearance. I said I did not know what happened to him, and after some searching they decided he had forgotten about the race and had swum ashore to hunt for food. They could not see how I could have had anything to do with his disappearance, as fully visible as I was throughout my swim. The two brothers began to making camp along the rocky cliff edge, picking and ideal location so that I would not be able to escape. So they haven't even fucking found his corpse? What? One of the brothers, Matthias, began commenting on the quality of the soil and the gradual incline of the rock that circled around the bay below. Ideal, I said, for a foot race. I expressed my ignorance of the sport, and he was keen to give me details of the proper technique of running a race. He made absurd faces, showing how one must breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, how to bend one's knees to the proper angle and on the rise, the importance of sure foot placement. Most important, he explained, was that the runner keep an aggressive but not too strenuous pace if one intends to win. It is fine to run in second place through the race, he said, provided one has the willpower and strength to pull out in the end. I was an enthusiastic student and Matthias decided that we ought to run a quick race around the edge of the bay before night fell. Ulin told us to bring back some firewood when we came back. We began at once down the path, skirting the cliff below. I followed his advice about breath gained and foot placement, but I ran with all my power right from the start. Despite his much longer legs, I was a few paces ahead as we wound the first corner. With his eyes on my back, Matthias did not see the grape in rock that I jumped over. He plummeted over the cliff before he had a chance to cry out. I spent a few minutes gathering some twigs before I returned to Ulin at camp. Now thou were just showing off, frowned Jalemil. Surely that would have been a good time to escape. Thou might think so, agreed Zarek, but thou had to see the topography, a few large trees and then nothing but shrubs. Ulin would have noticed my absence and caught up with me in no time, and I would have had a hard time explaining Matthias' absence. However, the brief forage around the area allowed me to observe some of the trees close up, and I could formulate my final plan. When I got back to camp with a few twigs, I told Ulin that Matthias was slow coming along, dragging a large dead tree behind him. Ulin scoffed at his brother's strength, saying it would take him less time to pull up a live tree by the roots and drop it on the bonfire. I expressed reasonable doubt. I'll show thee, he said, ripping up a 10-foot tall specimen effortlessly. But that's scarcely a sapling, I objected. I thought thou could rip up a tree. His eyes followed mine to a magnificent, heavy-looking one at the hedge of the clearing. Ulin grabbed at it and began to shake it with tremendous force to loosen its roots from the dirt. With that, he loosened the hive from the uppermost branches, dropping it down onto his head. That was when I made my escape, Mother, said Zarek in conclusion, showing a little schoolboy's pride. While Matthias and Krug were at the base of cliff, and Ulin was flailing about engulfed by a swarm. Jalamil embraced her son once again. Publisher's note: I was reluctant to publish the works of Marobar Sul, but when University of Gwynlim Press asked me to edit this edition, I decided to use this as an opportunity to set the record straight once and for all. Scholars do not agree on the exact date of Marobar Sul's work, but it is generally agreed that they were written by the playwright Gor Felim, famous for popular comedies and romances during the interregnum between the fall of the First Sidorelic Empire and the rise of Timber Septim. The current theory holds that Felim heard a few genuine Dwemer tales and adapted them to the stage in order to make money, along with the rewritten versions of many of his own plays. Is this like a homage to Shakespeare? Felim. Gor Felim. Gor Felim created the persona of Marobar Sul, who could translate the Dwemer language in order to add some sort of validity to the work and make it even more valuable to the gullible. Note that while Marobar Sul and his works became the subject of heated controversy, there are no reliable records of anyone actually meeting Marobar Sul, nor was there anyone of that name employed by the Mages Guild, the School of Julianos, or any other intellectual institution. In any case, the Dwemer in most of the tales of Marobar Sul bear little resemblance to the fearsome, unfathomable race that frightened even the Dunmer Nords and Red Guards into submission and built ruins that even now had yet to be understood. Wait, was the second? No, it was the first part. Ancient Tales of the Dwemer. What have I've been doing?
What is it, citizen?
Can I sell
Good day. Have a look
this
around.
maze for a full
You won't
price?
find better prices in all Tamriel.
I can't. She doesn't have enough gold.
Take
So
care.
is everybody here. Okay, wait, I need to release my cat. So okay, I wanted to fight in the arena once more with this new maze. Should be easy.
Okay, so you're not a complete loser. Don't get cocky. Let me know when you're ready for a match and you can prove yourself to me some more. Haha! Now that's the spirit. You give the people of Cyrodiil a good show, and I'll make sure you get a decent burial. Ha ha!
Calm fuck down. Wait, I also have Alchemy 50 already. So fast. Destruction 24. I bought a new spell. Have I? Yeah. Wait, untouch. Oh, fuck. So let's try zombie.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. Who will prevail? The pit dog from the yellow team or the pit dog from the blue team? Let's find out. Lower the gates! Do your worst.
Come on, Zombo. Wow, okay. It smacks hard, but it's so fucking slow.
Do your worst. Good people, we have a winner. All hail the combatant from the blue team. Victor from the blue team, leave the arena now and...
Am I crazy or this guy is green? They're supposed to be yellow. It's not yellow.
Okay, so you did it again. What do you want from me, a hug? Take your gold and get out of my face, pit dog. The yellow team ain't gonna fight itself, you lazy pit dog. You ready for a match or what? You must be downright determined to get yourself killed, huh? Okay then, head back up to the arena and try not to die before the gate opens.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena.
Is this a
Are you
laser
ready for a bloodbath?
or
The
Khajiit?
winner of this match will advance in rank, so the stakes are high. Pit dogs, show us what you're made of.
Oh, now sure. That's going to be easy.
Die, Kai. This ends here. Ha! You'll never take me down.
They seem to heal always.
From the blue team. Victor from the blue team. Leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're no longer a pit dog. That's right. You've actually advanced in rank. Congratulations, brawler.
Will you talk to me now?
Listen, Sunshine, I ain't in the mood. You want something? Talk to Owen. He's right over there, for Shinji's sake.
Come on.
You've returned. So, have you been to Crowhaven? Have you... Oh, I see. You have not yet recovered any proof of my birth. Please, friend, make haste. This waiting about is torture. I know in my heart who I am, but with evidence, I can prove my claim to all of Tamriel.
Oh, so you... Sounds like... as if he's not sure.
Its scent is unfamiliar.
Claudette Perrick runs a
It's a nice store, at least for alchemists.
It is good to see you again. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you? Tell your friends about me. Please, return soon.
Who will help an old beggar?
I guess that's all I wanted. Okay, what now?
How are you?
Well met.
I could explore more of the city or go for dungeons. Oh, what's happening? New topic?
Mysterious
I suppose we should all
It's a
be
fairly
worried.
interesting read.
What can I do for you? Rajan used to share a house, but not now. Rajan is very proud, works so hard, now has house all his own. Good day.
I'm Mandel. I'm a lady of leisure. But I do some advanced training in security. Just a hobby, of course. It pays to know about locks and lockpicks. It's just a hobby, of course, but the average citizen feels more secure when he understands his own locks.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Good day. I hope I can help.
What's like a new topic?
Rochelle Bantian, Samuel's wife. I'm glad he's settled down to training and the quiet life. Samuel was a bit
Wife.
wild as a young man.
Someone who
The city will do that to you.
describes
Bad company,
himself,
bad influences.
herself.
Goodbye.
Bum, 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 bum. Shields.
Stonewall Shields. We specialize in shields. Viator Asius, your servant. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Skyrim gauntlets.
Good day. Hail, good citizen. You have my ear, citizen.
How are you? Jenna Sintav. I have a house with Jastia, my sister. The Sintav clan is very close. We watch out for each other, and Uncle Inil, he knows everything and takes care of us. Farewell.
Luther Broad's boarding house. I'm Luther. You want beds or food? See me. I don't trust you enough to talk about that.
Read it.
All
Let's
right.
do it. Okay, hates that. Loves admiring. And loves a bit of jokes.
You're full of it. Yeah, I get it. Sure. Blah, blah. Good. Oh, please. You're wasting your
fuck.
breath. Yeah, please. I'm embarrassed, but thank you. Sure, that's cute. Please, don't make me laugh. Yeah, I get it. No. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're a big fat liar. What? Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. You're sure? Really now? You're such a charmer. That works for me. It's a matter of trust.
What?
And I don't trust you enough yet.
Oh, fuck off.
Bye.
How do you do?
Welcome to the King and Queen Tavern. We treat all our patrons like royalty. I'm Lay Marillin, your loyal seneschal. A wealthy gentleman in the Talos Plaza district named Umbacano collects alien artifacts. Perhaps he has use for someone like you.
Talos Plaza. Umbacano. I should find him.
You too.
Where am I now? Elven Gardens.
Yes? I am Gim Jasen. We come from Blackmarsh to the city to work the waterways and water trades. To earn gold, Argonians must come to the city. It is a strange life. Shaped stones and white skins everywhere. But in the water, we are the masters, and white skins pay well for our skills. Viator Aetius has a good shield selection at Stonewall Shields. You too.
Good to see you.
Well met.
You have my ear, citizen.
Welcome to the Foaming Flask. Good food, good drink. I'm Ernest Manus. Let me know what you need. I got no beds here. You need a bed in the Imperial City, you got 4 choices. The King and Queens and Luther Broads are in the gardens. The Tiber Septim Hotel is very nice, but very expensive. There's the bloated float at the waterfront. Sleep on a boat. And cheap, too.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
And the same, basically. Oh, nice. Sweet cake. We'll take a bite of that.
Thank you for your patronage. Farewell.
Greetings to you. Well, well. You interested in acrobatics training?
No.
You'll be quite a challenge.
Please, no.
I'm Ida Lenormand. It's just a sport. Chapel climbing. The watch doesn't like it, but you don't climb chapels while the watch is standing around. You too.
Do you ever buy soul gems from Calendar?
I've stopped there a few times. If you're looking for soul gems, that's the place to go.
Yes.
Have you heard any word about
Imagine
the other
this guy
provinces?
buying soul gems.
Has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset
Have you heard
Isle.
any word about the other provinces?
The Altmer have nothing
Powerful
I'd like
wizards.
to talk about. It could be a dangerous situation.
You too. Hello there.
I don't
Greetings,
remember
I'm only asking for a single coin.
who I need to find.
Go ahead, please.
Uh-huh. I'm Beran. Castus, Vontan and me, we take care of gardens and trees and grass. Hard work, but it pays. If we work hard, Uncle Ineal says he'll set us up in business together. Maybe a little fruit orchard, or maybe tomatoes.
You too.
Yes? Go ahead, please. I'm a Syntav, and we Syntavs stick together. Uncle Ineal got us swell jobs in a house. It's a family thing.
Syntav.
You too.
Castus Syntav. Uncle Ineal got us good jobs gardening. We're very grateful. Whatever Uncle Ineal says. Lay off the Aetius bastards, he says. So we lay off.
You too.
Please be generous, kind sir.
He's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
I'm listening.
Blah, blah, blah. What a bore.
Wait. Very happy on threatening. Kinda happy on jokes.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I doubt you really mean that. You don't. Please, I'm sorry. Sure, that's cute. No more. You're frightening me. Not... Was that supposed to be a compliment? That's a bit excessive, don't you think? No more. You're frightening me. Don't... You're full of it. That's... I accept. I have no choice. Don't be silly. Yes, whatever you say. That's... Blah, blah, blah. What a... Whatever you... Not... You're... Don't be silly.
He's a fairy tale.
Come on, man.
The Imperial Watch Of course, it's all just made up. Blessings of Anu upon ye.
Isn't Tertius a dreamboat? I'm Romana Valeria. I'm such a lucky girl. The watch is so completely on my ass. So I got to lay low for a while. I got some dosh stashed, so I'm fine for now. Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits. You too.
Tavern Septim. I need to find some guy who is interested in ancient stones.
Greetings, High Elf.
Good afternoon.
This guy?
My name is Anchor Sophranius. I do whatever comes to hand, or nothing when I can afford it. It's not that I'm lazy, I'm just not very ambitious. You can live comfortably in the city very cheaply, so why work yourself to death?
Take care.
Seren and Sintav. I'm a Sintav, that's all you need to know. What Iniel says goes. He says lay off the Aetius, I lay off the Aetius. Simple.
Who's Aetius?
Take care.
Yes. Welcome, friend, to the Tiber Septim Hotel. I am Augusta Aledia, your hostess. Where can you find some fun? That depends on your idea of fun. You can bet, fight, or both at the arena. There are plenty of sights to see and plenty of places to shop.
Or both?
But the watch frowns on brawling and adventuring in the city. There's a new ship moored up in the waterfront district. The Marie Elena. It's a galleon, I think. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. You too.
Good to see you. My name is Elregale. I look after Thamriel. She's a little strange. Touched by the gods, they say.
Yeah, I met her.
Thamriel says she hears voices. All the men and women who lived and died here for thousands of years. Maybe they left ghosts behind. If you need to get rid of something quickly, check out the copious coin purse. Goodbye.
Good to see you.
What's the latest?
The Tiber...
Still haven't found this guy.
How can I help you?
Shakben Imbles.
Joring the butler. I've served Master Umbacano for many years. My master, Umbacano, is known across Cyrodiil as a collector of Aliad antiquities.
Oh, Umbacano.
He's always
okay.
interested in rare artifacts from that era. Why? Do you have something of interest to my master?
Do I? Do I have this artifact?
Really? May I see it, please? My master trusts me to decide what to show him, I'm afraid. You too.
What do you want? I am one of his guard dogs. No more, no less. He pays us well to guard his many treasures. This is enough for me. If you're looking to buy cheap spells, Edgar's is the place to look. Take care.
Guarding a place, I see. Ah. Ah, come on. Uh-oh.
Get out of here.
Actually, it's kind of cheaty. No. Are you going to leave? Ah, nice. Yeah, oops. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe I should try to oh, you.
My name is Uma Grimarid.
Nice.
I'm employed by Master Umbacano as a night guard.
As a night guard. Interesting job you have. Why are you here right now and not at night?
I keep an eye on his place. Stuff full of treasure, you know? But no dirty thieves getting in while I'm on duty. I keep an eye on his place. I keep an eye on his place.
She's hiding something.
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits. You'll find a lot of orcs serving as private guards. Watch work is too dull. Lots of folks say, "Ooh, there's an orc. She's scary." Makes it easy. Make it quick.
Okay, likes jokes, hates boasting, and kinda likes being threatened.
That's really funny. I won't fight. Was that? Don't make me laugh. You win this one. Oh, I doubt you really mean that. I doubt you. That's enough. That's great. How's it go again? That's a bit excessive, don't you? I can't argue with that. Don't make me laugh. You've got a point. Oh, I'm not buying that one. Don't make me... Was that supposed to be a compliment? You win this one. Where'd you get that? Don't be silly. I'm not... You... That's really funny. I'm not buying that one. I won't fight you.
That was a good one. Wait, I can rotate? That's interesting. That's something new. I think it's because of my better speechcraft.
You're that's enough. Where'd you... I doubt you. That's enough.
Okay, good.
That works for me. You know, sometimes I get thirsty during the night shift. Duck out to the Tiber Septum for a quick drink. Not like anyone would notice. I mean, what are the chances a thief would choose that moment to try to break in? Damn straight. I can only treat myself when I'm feeling flush.
Oh. Interesting. So she won't guard this place at night. I give her...
You're a real friend of the working
gold.
stiff. You know that? Maybe I'll see you there tonight, and we can drink to your generosity. Farewell.
Okay, let's try it.
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Still opened. So she goes in Tiber Septim. I actually can check if she's there. She's not. Where is she? I gave her 100 money. She's supposed to be here.
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits. Good day.
It's still opened. Wait, it's Owen's house. Was like a manor. Yeah, hard. Should I wait more until she leaves or what? Or what's happening? It's already almost 1 AM.
How do you do?
Good to see you.
Oh, now she leaves. Oh, what? She leaves door open? Huh. Hilarious. Cheap wine. So anyone here? The doesn't seem so. Oh, that's good. Nothing that valuable so far, though. Isn't worth 100. I hope there is something else, like some kind of stone, something interesting. Nobody. I guess I could steal this cluttery, but running out of space. Oh, back to where we have started. Two people here. Oh, come on. Oh boy. Have to leave something behind. Cloth. Wait, I will come back to these chests. I will see first if there's anything better. Who's this? Jolring. Oh, the butler. Could be something valuable in his pockets, but not confident on stealing from him. Oh, he's a Dwemer. Come on, nothing valuable? Are you kidding me? Oh wait, jewelry box. Should be something good here. Oh. Oh no. Maybe should have invested in this. Doesn't work very well. Oh no. Maybe it was too big of a heist for me. I will have to leave this. Ah, Jesus. Everything locked. Nothing on site. So I've just wasted my ungrid gold. Well, I will make it back probably by selling wine and clothes, but still. So those are hard too. Well, I guess let's try to open it until we're broke. 4 lockpicks left. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't make much sense. Just millisecond too late. Oh no, fuck. No. Oh, fuck off. Okay, well, was an interesting robbery. I've stolen all the dresses, all the breeches, all the cheapest wine. Oh,
Get out of here.
hope she won't understand what happened there, and assumes that her friend just showed up there for no reason. Somebody else robbed that place. How much for a bed here?
What can I do for you? Why, yes.
40.
I do have a lovely room available for a mere 40 gold a night. Are you interested? Suit yourself. Bye.
What is it, citizen?
Oh, what? Horses. Oh, is that a port side? Okay, I think I will be able to sleep there. Some hobo shack.
Speak.
Abandoned shack doesn't look very abundant to me.
Good morning.
My bad. Strength or agility. Agility affects maneuver balance. Your total fatigue. Wait, agility means total fatigue, not endurance. Affects how much fatigue you have, your health, and how much your health will increase. So they both, I guess, increase fatigue. Damage done by bows governs the skills of security, sneak, and marksman. I want just a little bit more strength. Just to carry more and deal a bit more damage with swords, especially in stealth. Everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, more satisfying. It is as though you had suddenly developed keen senses and instincts.
Oh, hello.
So every point of strength gives me +5 weight I can carry.
Hail!
Alright, it's time to go.